Welcome! Today, we are going to tear down one of the biggest myths in the entire world of weight loss, this idea that you have to starve yourself to see results. Instead, we're going to talk about the golden foods that let you, get this, eat more and still weigh less.
So let's just get right to it. Think about this common belief. To lose weight, you must starve yourself. What do you think? Is that true or is it false?
It is completely false. I mean, if you thought it was false, you hit the nail on the head. Starving yourself, that's just not how it works. The real secret isn't about how much food you're eating, it's about what food you're eating. The right foods can actually kick your weight loss into high gear.
Okay, so let's jump right into our first group of these amazing foods. We're calling them the golden proteins. And believe me, they do way more than just build muscle. These things are basically your secret weapon for melting fat. We're focusing on 4 absolute powerhouses here: eggs, salmon, tuna, and beef. And each one brings something really unique and powerful to the table, going way beyond just, basic nutrition.
First up, let's talk about the good old egg. The thing about eggs is they're kind of a 1-2 punch for weight loss. The high protein, that keeps you feeling full for way longer, which is a total game changer for those afternoon snack attacks. And at the same time, it's actually boosting your metabolism, turning your body into a more efficient fat-burning machine. Okay, now for salmon. And get this, the impact here is huge. People who add salmon to their diet see a 20% higher success rate with weight loss, a 20% bump. Why? It all comes down to those amazing omega-3 fatty acids, which literally help your body break down and get rid of excess fat. And then we've got beef, and this is where the science gets really cool. Beef has this powerful little compound in it called L-carnitine. Now think of L-carnitine as like a taxi service for fat. Seriously? Its job is to pick up fat molecules and drive them directly into your cell's mitochondria, the power plants, to be burned up for energy. It literally helps your body turn its own fat into fuel.
All right, we've covered proteins. Now let's move on to our second amazing group, the full-feeling low-calorie veggies. And the whole idea here is so simple but so powerful. You get to feel full. You get to eat more. These are your secret weapons for enjoying these huge, satisfying meals without packing on the calories.
So why are these guys your secret weapons? I mean, look at this list. Leafy greens, cucumber, bell peppers, they all have one thing in common. They are jam-packed with nutrients and fiber, but have almost 0 calories. We're talking maximum nutritional bang for your buck.
So let's just take leafy greens for a second. Like spinach, kale, that kind of stuff. Here's the incredible part, and this is not an exaggeration. Because they're so dense with nutrients and so low in calories, you can basically eat as much as you want. Like, for real. Eat until you're full and satisfied. It's a game changer.
Bell peppers have this hidden superpower called capsaicin. It's this amazing natural metabolism booster. What it does is create something called a thermogenic effect. It basically just raises your body's temperature a tiny little bit, which forces you to burn more calories just by digesting your food. How cool is that? Okay, this chart right here, this really puts everything into perspective. Just look at broccoli, only 34 calories for 100 grams. Now look at rice, 130. This means you could eat a giant, heaping plate of broccoli, like almost 4 times the amount, for the same calories as a small scoop of rice. That's the power of low-calorie density. It's all about volume. All right, time for our third and final category, and I call these the powerful helpers. Now, these aren't your typical proteins or veggies, but they bring some really unique, special properties to the table that can seriously supercharge your weight loss. So on our list of helpers, we've got 3, and what's so cool is how they all work in completely different ways. You've got chia seeds, which have a physical effect in your stomach. Then there's avocado, which gives you those healthy fats. And finally, unsweetened milk, which works on a chemical level to help you control your appetite. Okay, the way chia seeds work is so simple, but it's pure genius. So when you eat them, these tiny little seeds absorb a ton of liquid, and they actually expand in your stomach, forming this gel. And that gel slows down digestion, which means you feel full for hours, and those pesky cravings just disappear. All right, let's talk about the avocado. I know. People sometimes get a little nervous about the fat content. But look at this. It's almost all the good kind of fat, monounsaturated fat. And these healthy fats are absolutely crucial. In fact, research shows that they can even help prevent fat from building up around your belly. You're literally fighting fat with good fat. So this is a perfect example of how different foods can attack the same problem from different angles.
On one hand, you have chia seeds, which we just saw tackle cravings physically by just filling up your stomach. But then you have unsweetened milk, which works chemically. The high calcium content can actually send signals straight to your brain that help shut down that urgent "I need to eat now" feeling.
So let's bring it all home. This is your game plan for using these golden foods. You've got your golden proteins to build that muscle and fire up your metabolism. You've got your low-calorie veggies to fill you up with high-quality nutrients, and you've got your powerful helpers to crush cravings and help block fat. See? Each group plays its own critical role in the plan.
And that really brings us to the single most important thing to remember from all of this. The secret to weight loss isn't about deprivation. It's not about feeling hungry all the time. It is about being strategic. It is about eating smarter, not less.
So, I want to leave you with one final thought. After everything we've gone through, from the metabolism-boosting power of capsaicin to that L-carnitine taxi service and beef, which of these golden foods are you going to put on your plate today?